Hi everyone, welcome. Today is Tuesday, February the 6th, I'm thinking, or was it the 7th? It is the 6th, I was right, yay! I'm just gonna see if I can get myself onto oh, my laptop so I can see comments, and I'll just wait while everybody joins in. So how are you all doing? What a beautiful day here in downtown Winnipeg. It was like +4 today, like totally bizarre for February, but it happens, eh? And it's really scary that the global warming is affecting us like this. Hey Mary Lou, thanks so much for joining me, greatly appreciated. So tonight I'm going to do 2 cards for my I guess my card of the week, my class of the week. So I'm going to do 2 cards tonight, and then I'm going to do a card and a 3D project on Thursday morning. So if you're interested, if you place $40 or more, using the link that's in the description, I will send you the card kits, and I'll show you exactly what you'll get in the card kits when I do them. So today I'm going to be featuring the Everyday Detail bundle. This is so cute. I was really hesitant about purchasing this, but so glad I did. Hey Joanne, thanks for watching. How's the weather down where you are? Yeah, so I'm gonna just flip this around because my boys are playing right now and they're losing. Not good. Yeah, it's 1-0 for Pittsburgh. Anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna just flip you around and I'll just show you the products that I'm using tonight, and we'll go from there. Like I says, if you do a purchase of $40 more, then you'll receive the kits for free. Okay, so I am coloring. So today we have a Bubble Bath, Moody Mauve, Boho Blue, and Old Olive. Those are the colors that I'm going to be coloring with. I have some rhinestones that called Iridescent Foiled Gems. These are really pretty. Here's the Everyday Detail bundle. So you get the stamp set with these dies. Now these dies are so versatile. I saw a really cool technique that I'm going to be doing at club next month using this right here. And that's all I'm saying. I'm so excited. I just beside myself. We're going to do some heat embossing. So I have my white embossing powder. I have my Versamark and my embossing buddy. I have my Memento ink, and I have my Baker's Twine 3-color pack, 3 colors. I just love these colors together. And I'm also going to be using the paper, what's this called? The Poetic Expression Designer Series paper. So there we have. I'm just going to show you guys this really quickly. This is very, very pretty paper, and we're actually using this paper in this month's club. Yes, we are. And then we have this one. This one's really pretty too. It's like golden bubble bath. It's just beautiful together. We have this one with this one, and this is, this wild wheat. I really love that color. All I'm saying, it's a new in color, and when I first saw it, I thought, oh, that's ugly. I'm not gonna like it, but I think it's probably one of my favorite colors right now. So that's the paper for that. I'm just gonna put those to the side. So I don't have the kits made up, so we're going to just make them up as we're going along. I do have the kits made up, but I don't have a sample made up. So this is, if you do a $40 order or more using the hostess code that I just showed there, you'll receive this in your kit. So this is Blackberry Bushel. No, not Blackberry. What's this called? Blackberry Bliss. So it's 4.5 by 11, fold and scored at 4.25. You have a piece of designer series paper that's 4 by 5.25. That's going to go on there. You have a piece of cardstock. Oh, I'm going to have to cut this down. This is just a little too big. But that's the size you'll get, and then you'll have this piece cut out for you. And that's from the postage bundle. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Like, it's out of sight. You'll get another strip of Blackberry Bliss. You'll get a strip of crumb cake. You'll get a piece to stamp your image on and to cut it out, which we'll be using this piece, this one? Yeah, be using this one, the larger of the two, and then you have a piece that goes into the center of your card. So this piece here needs to be cut. Let's cut this a little bit smaller. I'm just gonna see what size this one is. This is 5, so this is gonna be cut down to. I'm gonna grab my trimmer, and I'm just gonna push all this out of the way so I don't lose it all. So while we're doing, before we do that, let's just put this into here, and I'm just gonna just glue that with my multi-purpose glue. And just put this to here just like that. Okay, and we'll just put that to the side for now. We'll work on that later. I'm just gonna, my extra pieces too, I'm just gonna put it in the envelope because I just don't want to lose them. And so this is, so that's, okay, so let's cut this down. This is for 3 3/4. So we're going to take 1/4 of an inch off that. So we're going to cut it 3 1/2. And the length on this one is 5. So we're going to take it down 1/4 of an inch. So we'll do it at 4 3/4. And that should fit right into the center of this piece here. Just like that. And it does. Ooh, okay. So I'm just going to adhere that. And then I can do other things while the ink is dry, or the multi-purpose glue is drying. Okay, so just slide this right into place just like that. Okay, so now I'll just put that to the side. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to do 2 things at once. I'm going to go ahead and pre-stamp my sentiment. And I'm going to use this one here. Wishing you so much joy on this special day. So it can be a wedding card or it can be a birthday card, whatever your little heart desires. And I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of basic white. And I'm going to ink this up and stamp it in my memento. The reason why I'm doing this first is I'm going to cut it out instead of bringing my cut and emboss machine in twice. I'll just bring it in the once and I just stamped upside down, but that's okay. It's right side up now. Okay, so we'll just put this one away for now. And okay, so let's just I'm going to bring in my little cut and emboss machine, and he's on the table. I was working away today. I got all the kits done for the bingo. Got all the bingo cards done for the bingo. What else have I done? Yeah, everything's all packaged together. I just got to wrap the gifts up, and we'll go from there. So I just stamped, and I'm going to take the smallest circle from the bundle, and I turn this onto here, and we'll just quickly cut this out. Oops. There we go. So I gotta tell you about my son, my youngest son. He brought some flowers home yesterday. Oh, those are really nice flowers, and they're for his girlfriend. And they were just bulk flowers, so he bought like 3 or 4 different bundles of flowers, I guess you'd say. And then I says, "Oh, do you need help?" No, he started arranging them. And oh my gosh, he did a beautiful bouquet. Like he put him in a bouquet, put him in a vase, and it was just gorgeous. And I says, "Oh, that you did really well." He says, "Yeah, it does help when you watch stuff on Instagram and TikTok." And I said, "Oh, okay." But he did like I was in awe. These flowers, he did a fantastic job. So he's going to be surprised. Okay, so just cut that piece out. I'm just going to put that onto there, just so I don't have a tendency to lose things from what you guys. But I swear to God, there's the what you call it, the crafting ghosts down here. They show up all the time. Okay, so on this piece right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the vase and I am going to stamp it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't have a big enough block. Give me a second. I'll get a bigger block for that. Nope. So bring in the block. And I will stamp my image in there. And then we're going to, ink it up. And I'm just going to place it onto this cutout piece. Just like that. Perfect. So I'm just going to put that to the side. See, I lose my dies because I don't put them all together. And look what happens. And then I'm going to bring back this piece right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp the vase. And you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to stamp it right onto my mat here. Just like that. Okay, so I'm done with those for now. So we'll just move those out of the way. Just going to grab my snips and I'm just going to cut out the vase. And we'll just bring this up here. And then we'll just cut out the top piece just like that. Okay, so now we cut this out. Oh, it's not square on the bottom. On this piece here, we're going to just glue that right onto there. Bring my multi-purpose glue for that. Just add that like that. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in my Baja Blue. I'm going to bring in my dark. This is my dark one, yeah. And I'm going to color the main flower Baja Blue. And I'm just going to do the center pieces with the darker and just like that. And then I'll bring in, and then I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to let that dry and then we'll bring in, other colors. So I'm going to bring in my dark. This is my light, my dark, my moody mauve into the center of these larger flowers, just like that. And then I'll bring in my dark bubble bath, and we'll just color up these little flowers here. It's fairly light color, so that's why I'm just going to color the dark in. I'm not going to shade it or anything. Okay, then I'm going to bring in my dark, wrong end, Old Olive, and we'll just do the veining on the leaves here. And those are all colored, so I'm going to just leave those. Okay, so we've done that. So now we're going to go back and bring in the lighter colors. So this is the light boho blue, and then I'm going to color the rest of the flower. Oh, this has really got lots of alcohol in it because it's really spreading. Okay, so we did that one, so we can move those colors out of the way for now. Now I'm going to bring in my light moody mauve. I'm just going to just color the flowers here. I like to color in a circular motion. I don't know why. Instead of like lines, I like to do it in a circular motion. I think that because then I cut. There's no direct lines, I guess, in my projects. Okay, and then we'll bring in the light old olive, and then just color these gorgeous leaves up. And we'll just do this guy straight up. So I'm so surprised. I'm almost ahead of the game here on getting my projects all done. Just like, woohoo. Okay, so now let's bring in the card base. And we have this piece here, which will go. And I'm going to glue this down. Yes, because I'll dimension this and I'll dimension the sentiment too on that one. I'll just add this right onto here like that. Just like that. And now I'm going to bring this piece in. No, first of all, where's my treasures? Here they are. Okay, first of all, I'm going to bring in this piece here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just trim the side down. Just like that. Sure, yeah. And we'll adhere that just like that. So it looks like ribbon in the background, but it's actually paper. So it's a good way to use up your scraps, right? And we'll just that like that. Now I'm going to bring this piece in, and I'm going to, of course, now I'm going to add my dimensionals. Of course I am. Grab my larger ones. Just add some to the back side. I'm going to put one in each corner. And then because this is a longer piece, I'm going to add a couple in the center. And then I'll put one here and then one here. I'll just take the backings off that. Oh, my trash bin is covered. Not good. So like I said, if you're interested in receiving the card kits, you need to place an order at my store. They're creating with Sharon, or SharonDavies.StampingUp.net, and you need to use this hostess code. If you don't use the hostess code, then I'm assuming that you're not interested in the kits. There we go. And now what I'm going to do, sorry, so if you're not interested, if you don't use the hostess code, I'm assuming that you're not interested in the card kits. So then I won't send them to you. I'm just going to make, you make every day a little brighter. And just that on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my embossing buddy. Okay. And I'm going to, oh, this was for the next card. Not for this one. And I'm going to just run my embossing buddy over my Blackberry Bliss. And the reason being I'm doing that is because I'm going to get rid of all the static. Because when you're using embossing powder, there's a good chance it will stick. And you don't want any extras on your cardstock. I'm just going to ink it up using my Versamark. And just, sorry if you see my head, I apologize for that. There we go. And I'm going to put my lid back on because this is like a glue. So when I open my embossing powder, 9 times out of 10, I get it everywhere, and I don't want to get it onto my onto my Versamark. So I'm going to grab my tweezers, and I'm just going to run embossing powder over that, and then there we go. How perfect is that? I'm so excited. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid back on here because I'm going to turn on my heating tool, and I don't want embossing powder to fly everywhere. So I'm just going to turn it on so it may get loud. I'm going to let it warm up before I actually start embossing with it. Clean up a bit. There we go. It's nice and hot. So I'm just going to heat it up. There we go. Everybody does their embossing a little bit different. I like to hold it in one spot, and then once it starts turning, then I'll move it back and forth until it is fully turned into an enamel. Now this piece here is going to go on here, and it is just a tad a little bit longer, but that's okay. I'm going to just trim a wee bit off the ends like that and like that. Now this piece will be adhered onto here like that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put dimensionals on the ends, and I'm going to double them up because this is already dimensioned and I want it to lie flat across the top. I got embossing powder on my hands. Oh, yuck. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 on this end. I mean, you want to make sure you take the backings off too of your dimensionals so they stick together, have that extra oomph, I guess. And then do the same thing on the other side. And then we'll put one couple in the center. That way it'll be dimensioned on here too. And then with the doubling up, it will lie flat. Okay. And then we'll just bring this, oops, there we go. Just like that. And I'm going to bring these puppies in. And I'm going to add a couple of these guys onto the card. Just and around the corals, and then down there, just like that. So there we have card number 1. Okay, just going to straighten up before we move on to the next one because my space is getting sort of full here. So bring that in. So this one here we're going to use of the, let's put this up here so you can still see that. Well, you can see a wee bit of it. I'm going to put this back into here. And I'm going to grab this one here. And we'll just use this same. Okay. So I'm going just to add, oops, wrong way. It's not going to stick that way. There we go. And grab my sponge. A little bit of ink. So what I did with the sponge that comes with the mat is I cut it into quarters, and that way I can keep one moist at all times. So sometimes I start my video and I don't have everything all like ready to go, like I forget something like this. So I keep it in an airtight container and it stays moist, so it's easy to wipe things up with. Okay, so now in this kit, now where's the kit? Right here. Okay, grab the dies. We're gonna need the dies. Okay, so in this one here, you have your Baja Blue. Now this is that one side. Now I'm just gonna flip this over and put it onto here. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and then I have a piece of crumb cake that I'm gonna stamp the eggs on. And I was gonna stamp the eggs on here, but I think I'm just gonna color them. I like coloring on crumb cake. It really does a nice effect. This piece here, what we're going to do with this piece here is that we're going to add strips onto it just to give a little bit of dimension. Okay, so let's just put, and then I already stamped. I stamped the sentiment prior because I was keener there. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and stamp our image, our bird image. Or sorry, our nest image into the center of this piece right here. Just like that. Put that to the side. Now I'm going to bring in this one. Yeah, this is the largest circle from the dies. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 circles, and this one's double-sided. No, this one is double-sided, meaning that you have circles on the inside and you have circles on the inside. So if you cut one circle out, you'll have one with the circles on the outside, and then this one here will be, the paper will be on the inside, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut this. And I already have the sentiment. Okay, so I'm just going to bring in a little boss again. Ooh, is that going to fit through there? Yeah, I'm just going to trim this paper down just a wee bit. Just a little too wide. Thinking that has to be about 3 inches. 3.5 inches. So I'll just cut it down to 3.5 inches wide. So I'll take a quarter off each side. There we go. I'm going to put this onto here. Oops. Just like that. I'm going to use my little tape. And then we'll just run it through. And there we have this one. Move these guys out of the way. Now, like I said, I was going to cut out the eggs using Baja Blue, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to color them right on to the Old Olive. Sorry, the crumb cake Old Olive. And yeah, so start with the darker one first. There we go. And then I'm just going to just color, shade it on the edges, around the edges, just like that. And then I'm going to bring in the light one. And I'm just going to color this. This has got lots of alcohol in it. Let's see what this one does. There we go. And just color the egg. Just like that. So you can just see a wee bit of the shading around the edges. And I can't remember if I showed you guys what you get with a kit on this one. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did, yeah. Okay, I think I'm okay. And just missed a piece right at the top there. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of color to the nest. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to bring in my crumb cake. And then with my darker, I'm going to go in the bottom here. And just, I guess, flick it. Just like that. And then I'll bring in my lighter crumb cake. And then finish coloring it in. I just love the effect with the blends on the crumb cake. I don't know what it is. Just, I guess, makes it softer. I'm not too sure. I'm going to just go around here. I think in the inside of the nest, I'm going to do my dark crumb cake. And I love the color. I could sit and color for hours. So excited. I'm taking a I guess, alcohol marker class on the weekend. One of the girls here in town, she attended my bingo, and she told me that she does these classes, and I said, oh, sign me up on your next one. And then she sent out a notification on this week saying or last week, that she's doing a class on Saturday. I was interested. I said, of course. So we have to bring in all our markers, and we're going to color for 4 hours. So this is Old Olive. I just put it onto the leaves on the nest. So we're just going to put these guys to the side. And what I'm going to do with this one here is I'm going to bring in my scoring tool, and I'm going to, this piece here is 3 inches by 4 1/4. So I'm going to try not to use the dark one, and I'm going to score every 1/4 of an inch. So this is 4 1/4, so I'll go to the 4. And all I'm doing is just adding a bit of dimension to this basic white. So I saw the news today about Sacramento, California. I'm like, oh my Lord, they are getting pulverized with rain. I'm like, flash flooding, and I like, wow, unbelievable. And then the poor East Coast is getting bombarded with snow. And then us, that we're usually -40 this time of the year, we're +4. Like, what's happening? It's pretty scary, if you ask me. I guess they call it climate change. Yeah, so if any of you guys are watching here and you're from Southern California, I'm thinking about you guys, praying that you guys are all safe, and that you don't have much damage. Like, I just couldn't believe it. High winds and rain, and wow. And one more right here. So basically all it does is like give an accordion effect on the, I don't know if you guys can see that. I can hardly even see it, but anyway. Oh, there it is, yeah. You can see the accordion effect on that. So this is just gonna go, okay, let's put this card together. Well, first things first, let's grab some of this lemon lolly. These colors are just so gorgeous together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, keep it at this piece here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and there goes my 5. There goes my twine onto the floor. I'm going to snip it, and then I'm just going to just tie it in a bow. If I can, because I think it's really small on the one side. And we'll just see how we do. And oh, let's just grab that. There we go. There we go. We got it. Okay. And then I'm just going to just spread these out because they're already in place. We just want to just fan them out just like that. And we'll just clip the extra. I'm just going to just pull this up just a bit. There we go. And now I'm going to, okay, let's put this card together now. So you have your designer series paper, and you're going to adhere it onto your card base using your liquid glue, multi-purpose liquid glue. Make sure you get lots. And then you're just going to just slide this right into place. Just like that. Oops. There we go. And then this piece here is going to go right there, just like that. I think I'm going to use tear and tape for this one. I have enough. Actually, I have enough. I have some coming on. I just placed my order yesterday. And I ordered a couple packages of the tear and tape. Okay, so now let's just take the backings off. Yep. Now when you're tearing this piece on here with the tear and tape, make sure that you're really careful before you put it down because it's going to be tough if you ever have to pull it up. If it's not straight on one side, oh look at that. So now I'm going to take this piece here and I'm going to adhere it. And of course I'm going to use dimensionals because it wouldn't be a sharing card without dimensionals. Don't tell me I put them back. I did not. Oh yes, here they are. Okay, so let's add. Put this guy out of the way. Just pour onto the back side of that one. And we'll add this guy right into the center. Oh, this one. Remember I told you guys? Oh, come on. Oh, please, 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 please. Oh no. There we go. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm going to add lost on my dimensionals there. And we'll put this puppy. I'm going to just move it a little bit to the left. And just like that. And then I'm going to bring this piece in and we're going to adhere it with dimensionals onto the card. And it's going to be like that. Just like that. And then we have to bring some embellishments in too. And we'll just add, oops, a couple of these guys. Put one here. larger one, and then I'll just put a smaller one right about there. Okay, so I'm just gonna just my glue lid back on. So here we have the 2 cards I made tonight. So this is part 1 of my 2-part card class this week. So if you place an order of $60 or sorry, $40 or more using this hostess code on my site, and unfortunately I am in Canada, so you can't order if you live in the States. I will send you the kits for these 2, and then I have 2 more on Thursday. So this one, I love this one. I love the colors in that one. And this one, the colors too. The browns and the blues look so nice together. So at $40 or more, I'll send you the kits for these 2 and the 2 that we're going to be doing on Thursday. Have any questions? Please let me know. If not, I'm going to go upstairs and watch my Jets finish playing. And hopefully they win. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it, ladies. Have any questions, let me know. I'd love to answer your questions for you. And we'll see you on Thursday morning, 10 o'clock. See yas. Bye.